You're in my world now. Welcome. And look at what we have here. Wow, that's impressive. I'm just going to do a quick run through of this on basically the easiest routing possible, and then we'll go over some of the editing and development stuff for the map. So let's just hop in and begin. So this is basically gonna, like I said, gonna be the quickest. Well, not the quickest. It's a base. So this is just basically going to be the simple, easy route so that you can make your way through the course without much trouble. None of the advanced routes, techniques, or jumps. Very tempted here to use that, but I'll pass on that for the moment. In fact, I'm going to try really hard to avoid using the item at all. Well, except for here. Just makes this a lot easier because obviously it's the jumping up and down, and I'm just showing the route. So, yeah. By the way, there's a little bit of a bug there that I need to work on fixing. I figured out what the bug is. You can pretty much run across that entire floor effectively. But yeah, like I said, I figured out what the bug is back there, and it's basically a matter of editing it in the next version. I'm going to give that like maybe a week or so that we can kind of... Oh, I've finished the course, so we'll be hopping over to the editor right quick. But I kind of want to get a little bit of feedback in case there's more stuff that I can change before I release the next version, because I don't want it to be just a quick, simple bug fix. I'd actually like to get a bunch of stuff taken care of. Yeah, anyway, let's hop over to the editing. So this first part, right now we're looking at the objects. And the first part is this trigger here. Well, if you somehow respawn here, that trigger is going to make sure those doors are open for you. Because otherwise, they close over here and they stay closed. There's no need to go in here. These never open. It's just set up like that because why not? I mean, it makes it look like you're coming through this building and that's closed off and whatnot. It's part of the design that I had there. Here's a little bit of a boost that gets you going a little bit faster. You have a brief encounter with that. And then kind of what I consider building hopping. Now down here to divide the sections, we have boosts. So you land down there, you get boosted up. You should more or less be able to get out of there. But I mean, you really don't want to be falling down there anyway. Be prepared for a double jump. And then you come in here, you've obviously got this easier route. And you hit this, it opens these doors here. If you can swing here and swing up here, you get a much faster route out of there. And then you just run off and fall down here. Because that run and fall lands you right there. If you're not going fast enough, of course, you fall down here and yeah. And then you get into here. I have a little bit of an Origins-based maneuver, but you essentially have to be at the very front, and that would, if you're good enough, get you up here. You get 3 boosts. You can just boost, 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 run, long fall. And then if you can grapple here, grapple is the best way. And speaking of, from here on to about here, you can make without touching the ground if you're good enough. This trigger opens this so that lagging players get a shortcut. This opens all the way around to here, so basically when that triggers, it is possible that you're... Yeah, it's one of the things I might change. I might push this back some, so that's the only one that opens. But the trigger is way over here, so advanced players can hit it, and then lagging players can maybe take that shortcut. Or you can throw a cheese ball, which I hinted at, and just basically throw it as soon as you get to here. It'll trigger that, and you will have that quick boost around. Don't even have to go through that. And then, of course, got this section, spikes, a little bit of swinging. You can actually swing from there. You could land here. The laser beam hits along from slope to slope. And then you can leave there, jump, get some swinging. Or you could be taking the bottom route. You got to climb there. Not that that slows you down, I don't think. And, of course, we've got this back and forth swing section. This would be one box if it went far enough over here. But as it is, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just count the boxes to know which floor you're on. And then you come this way. Now, obviously, I took this as the easy way up. The other way, you can just grapple that, swing up here, and jump off that. Yeah, you could grapple across there. You could just run at the boxes. But here's the interesting part. Each of these items has a rocket trigger behind them. You collect an item, you open a corresponding gate, or you pass through the items. The unfortunate thing is the timing of where the rockets fire. They hit the wall initially, and then second round of firing is when they can actually target someone. So the lead player might actually do well to snag them if they can get out of the way quickly enough. And then, of course, this drop. And as you saw, I got speed boosts, super speed. I did not go up for this route. It's more advanced. Instead, chose to go down this way. But those are 2 options there. And then, of course, you have the top path and the middle path. And if you the first player to take either path opens the bottom path, which is more likely for someone just running to take. But as soon as someone takes either of these paths, they close the door behind them. And it's just basically run across all of this. Jumps and dives, and yeah, a cheese ball here would be really helpful. And you come out here, and you have 2 options, the easy way and the not so easy way, unless you're really, really good at swinging. And the middle one here is missing, which makes this the not so easy way. Otherwise, I think it would be about as easy as that route. Maybe easier, depending on how good you are at swinging. Now, the entire time so far, those doors are closed. And once you cross this, they close again. But you come around here, and then you just make this quick loop. This opens them. And at this point, they are open until you get back to here. You fall down here, you can get a super speed boost off of here. That's the entire width of it. So basically, you just land super speed, and then just be prepared to start swinging back and forth. This is designed to kind of slow you down just a little bit, unless you're really good at the back and forth swinging. But it's basically so that you can't get way too far ahead here. Also, deliberately no items, or no boxes, because this isn't meant to trip you up on the boxes. This is just meant to kind of slow things down, just a hair. before you get to the next drop, which you could take, if you can get to this side of it, which I might make a change here so that you're more likely to take this first drop. But if you can land right here, you kind of get a boost going that way. If you take this first drop, you'll hit that and then you can run. Now, on the when I was checking the, not the volumes, the checkpoints, when I was checking the checkpoints, something happened to my checkpoints, and this area, for some reason, restarts the lap. It's going to be fixed in the next version, but for the moment, that's kind of a bug. And it's actually a possible way for someone to get out, I think. Because if you have, like, one person's... And it's mid-air, so you can't just stand there and wait. But if your timing is that bad, you'll have one person here, and they'll suddenly win when you're way over here, and it decides to focus on them, and you're just flying off screen, even though you're ahead. It is, like I said, a bug. It will be fixed in the next version. Just a heads up. This section used to be higher. It used to be a flat ceiling all the way across. I lowered it because that made the room a little too big. And this going down a little bit kind of makes it a little interesting. Now we've got, almost looks like a smiley face here. But we've got these platforms, few here. We've got this laser beam. Laser beam will hit the entire platform there. And it would have also gone above into the open space way up there. But like I said, I kind of closed that out. So we've got this, you can run along the ground. Most basic route possible. You can swing. That does keep you from swinging really high up. You actually have to drop a little bit on a swing before you can get back up and finish. But then you get over here. You got that swing there all the way up, and you got that. Not sure how you can use that to your advantage, but not saying it's impossible either. It's probably impossible. So you climb this, you hit this boost, you go up here, and then this boost is in just a little bit so that when you hit it, you're not hitting your head there. You just barely have the room to get in, but it's just a matter of climbing up, alternating between the boosts and the items on the way to the top, and then you just continue the loop again. I do that, boom, that's closed. Open, and that's closed. So basically that's the spot that this closes at, and yeah, that's where that opens up. That takes a while to open, so I'm considering pushing this over again. And yeah, that's just basically the kind of the basic layout. Next up though, we're going to check out the AI volumes. And some of these spots are just telling the AI go right. Some spots are jump here, jump. And it's basically how the AI can get through this. Now, the AI does get slightly tripped up, and another change I'm going to be making is raising this up here for the released version 0.2. And I also have to do a little bit of tweaking over here because the AI can get stuck in climbing this if it hits it just right. But for the most part, yeah, that jump there is so the AI can snag an item. For the most part, the AI can get through this. I have to go through and make sure that either the jump or the slide necessary, because the AI will just run headfirst into these and not try to slide. Don't know why that's not the main trigger, but it's a change I have to make across all of these. Not a big deal. And in this, it's so that the AI can somehow manage to climb, but the AI is not really going to even get a chance to get to climbing this. The AI will just default this route. Because of the complexity of this, it's a little bit more AI programming that I need to do there as well. And it's pretty straightforward all the way up and down. I'm probably going to thin these out a little bit so the AI's more fluid with the swings, but it's basically AI can either swing or jump or whatever. And yeah, just it's possible for the AI to complete a route, but like I said, this is the area that it's most likely going to get stuck on. So if you end up getting all the way around to this section, congratulations, you'll likely beat the AI. And with that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to check the description below. Please leave me some feedback either here or on the Steam Workshop. And God bless.